Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Doris. I'm here to share with you about my stock account. And today we can see that my stock account has made a loss of about $1,402.4. Right now the net asset of my account is $72,995.49. Today SQQ made a gain of 0.414% to 19.61. United Natural Gas made a loss to 7.18, which is a fluctuation of 0%. Today, Dow Jones Industrial Average closed down 0.98%, Nasdaq Composite closed down 0.12%, and the S&P 500 closed down 0.34%. We can see that most of the industries are closing lower, with a few exceptions, such as the household industry and the medical and the oil and gas industries. And this is mainly due to the 10-year Treasury yield hit a multi-year high, as people finally become more concerned about the bond market performance recently. The market closely is still monitoring the geopolitical risks and in Israel and Palestine, and the U.S. involvement in those risks. It also may shift the export of crude oil to countries outside of the Middle East. The Fed's Beige Book report says that price continued to rise moderately, and then economic growth was weaker, raising more concern about people's outlook for the Fed interest rate policy that is going to be coming up in the next few weeks. The Treasury yields continued to rise, with the 10-year yield climbing as high as 4.928%, the highest since 2007. The Treasury Department renewed $13 billion of 20-year notes on Wednesday, putting the winning yield at 5.245%, a record high. These high yields show that the risk aversion in the U.S. stock market for the investor sentiment has become stronger, and it will be more difficult for the U.S. stock market to attract new investors, as more are going to be switching their portfolio to less interest rate free or less interest rate prone investments. And while in general the investors' sentiment for the U.S. stock market has been decreasing, we're still receiving the Q3 quarter financial reports for the S&P 500 companies. United Airlines shares were low as it issued weak earnings guidance or announced its results. P&G announced results that beat expectations. Morgan Stanley recorded net revenue of $13.3 billion in the third quarter, and down 9% year-on-year. It shows us as an example that the interest rate hike has been affecting the financial industries, especially raising the borrowing costs, and it will be a smaller profit margin for the lending and borrowing costs, and it is also the result of a higher interest rate in housing and other loans that there may be a shorter falling weaker demand to this kind of purchases. As of Israel and Palestine, at least 500 people were killed in the Gaza Strip after a hospital was bombed on Tuesday. After the incident, Palestinian Foreign Minister immediately issued a statement accusing Israel for committing war crimes and crimes against humanity. However, Israel has sharply denied the accusation against Pakistan and said that the international community is clear that the attack was done by Palestinian forces and had nothing to do with Israeli defense forces. The Commerce Department data shows that Wednesday, the housing came to an annualized rate of 7% last month, at 1.36 million units, and multifamily homes rose by more than 70% after falling last month. This all contribute to the higher borrowing costs, and as we can see before, the lowering activities in borrowing and lending. And that's all I have for today. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and see you next episode.